yo. Steady, whoa, this world is crazy, yo. Steady, go, this world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa, this world is crazy, yo. Steady, go, this world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa, this world is crazy, yo. Steady, go, this world is crazy, yo. Steady, whoa, this world is crazy, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to AFTV for the Starting 11 show. Before I introduce my absolutely awesome panel alongside me, please subscribe, please let us know in the comments, please get your super chats in, please like, also please check out the AFTV app where we have the team selector where you can put down your own team and submit it to AFTV Media. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you the other half of the Marty Ella show, the Brady to my Gronkowski, the Bergkamp to my Omri, Ella Smetna, like the Mount Etna, the volcano football knowledge. I messed that right up. Ella, how are you today?
Oh, good, thanks.
Good.
How you doing, man?
I'm very well, well. So, without further ado, up next on my right-hand side, a fan's favourite, the bowl to my Adams for his rock-solid football knowledge. The guy knows it all. Sports knowledge is his thing. Looking very dapper in his amazing Arsenal jacket. Please, beautiful. If you can't get one, Lyle, get the other. Introducing to you, Mr. Laurie Lyle.
Too kind.
I do try. Thank you, mate. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here. So next, let me introduce to you on my left-hand side, fresh from the set of Made in Chelsea. I love it. Straight down the King's Road, the petite to my Vieira with his salon-groomed locks. We don't want a tie, we want a win, but we want Christian Ty.
Take it.
Thanks for having me.
Where's the Made in Chelsea thing started?
I don't really know.
Do you know,
Martin,
do you know what it
does
was?
that mean?
Well, do you know what it was? It's just he's very well kept. He lives in London.
Well, he just looks like he's been on Made
and he
in
looks like he's been on
Chelsea.
Made in Chelsea.
People probably think I'll come straight from Made in Chelsea.
And do you know what? You actually look like legitimately you should be in. That's a compliment.
Fair enough.
So,
I'll
and
take
you
it, man.
speak very well.
Thanks.
Comes from good stock. So,
Eloquent language.
It just came and it stuck, you know. So
Yeah,
guys,
I back it.
guys, the big one. Sunderland versus Arsenal at the Stadium of Light, underneath the lights, in front of 49,000 people. What a game it is. Sunderland having won 6 top flight titles in their time. They are a big club, now back in the Premier League this season, doing well, currently in 4th position. And they've had, you know, an interesting run of form, having bought 14 players. Laurie, talk to me about this game and how you think it's going to go.
It's another massive game, and obviously the game will be, to a large degree, focused around Granit Xhaka, captain of Sunderland, former captain of Arsenal, one of Arsenal's better players in recent years, in my opinion. I was a big fan of his when he was at the club, and he's obviously been very inspirational to Sunderland this season, who sitting in 4th. I don't think many people predicted that, if any.
Yeah.
So they've done really well. They're unbeaten at home as well, actually. So good result they had last week against Chelsea. This will be a test, but a test that I expect that Arsenal will overcome.
Definitely. So, yeah, interesting. Sunderland unbeaten at home and a bit of a surprise proposition this season. How do you see this game going, Christian, and what key battles on the pitch do you think there are going to be?
It's going to be a tough game. Look, if you said to Sunderland fans a year ago, in a year's time we'd be sitting top 4 in the Premier League, they'd probably laugh at you. You know, they finished 4th in the Championship, obviously came up through the playoffs. But like Laurie said, they made some great signings. Granit Xhaka we know a lot about. Mukiele, who can play along the back line. The goalkeeper as well, Roofs, I think is how you say his name, has been a bit of a revelation. So definitely got quality. Like you say, they went to Stamford Bridge and beat Chelsea. Then on the other hand, I've watched Manchester United beat them pretty comprehensively at Old Trafford this season. I watched them play Everton. They do give up chances if you attack them. So look, it's going to be a very tough game. I've said as well this week, this will be or in my opinion, this is our biggest game of the season so far. I know people say, oh, don't look at what's going on around you. We're fans. We're allowed to do that. We know Liverpool are playing Manchester City tomorrow. We know this is a big opportunity to look. If they draw, you know, we'll be if they draw and we win, I think it'll be 9 clear, whatever it is, 9 and 8, and if Liverpool win and whatever it is,
I think it
we
will
have a
be
chance. We have a big chance to extend the gap for whatever happens tomorrow. If Liverpool win, if City win, if they draw, we just need to do our job today. I think we'll, and I say this every week now, we'll create enough to win the game, but we just got to be clinical. Obviously, having no Gyökeres, Marino's going to be up front. But every time he steps in, he scores goals. You know, I don't think he's the best player technically. He doesn't blow me away when I watch him, but put him in front of goal, give him a chance to put it in the back of the net. So it's going to be tough, but I expect an Arsenal win today.
Fantastic. Let us know in the comments, guys. I want to know where you are watching AFTV from around the world. Let us know, and it'll be interesting to know. Ella, coming to you now. So, obviously, Sunderland, like we said, fourth place.
They're
Arsenal
actually 5th now. They're 5th because of the Spurs result.
Because of Spurs. They've had a fantastic season by their own standards, and obviously Arsenal have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, how do you see this game going?
Yeah, I mean, you can never be cocky going into any Premier League game, but I just think on the run that Arsenal have been on, particularly with not conceding any goals, it fills me with a lot of confidence going into every single game, no matter who we face. Because, you know, we were having a conversation about the couple of games we've got coming up after the international break where we've got difficult fixtures. And I'm like, well, you know, we're going to have some tough games, but because of the fact that we're not conceding, it's filling me with a lot of confidence. And, you know, Sunderland being on the same points as Liverpool at this point in the season is, like Laura was saying, something that no one could have ever predicted from a team coming up from the Championship at the end of last season. But credit to them. I mean, the start they've had is exceptional. I think they recruited really intelligently over the summer. And I think for any team that wants to come to the Premier League and have a really good chance of staying up, I think you have to invest, you have to show ambition. So I really like what they're doing this season, but I feel confident that we can get 3 points today.
Fantastic. So just here in the comments, we've got people watching in South Africa, Basildon, Miami, Kent, Ireland, India, South Africa, Watford, Barbados, Brooklyn, California, Bay Area, Ethiopia, Boston, Beaufort, Miami, Ellington, Connecticut, USA, Old Kent Road, mate, Taiwan. Yeah, big up yourselves. Big respect to everyone in the comments. Get your super chats in as well, guys. If you've got any questions to ask the panel before or during when the starting 11 is due to drop in about 8 minutes. So before that, we'll go round to everyone and see what your thoughts on the team that Arteta's going to put out. Laurie, I think it's going to be fairly straightforward with the available players we've got. Who do you think the personnel that we're going to see are today?
Similar to last week against Burnley, I would imagine. Unless there was any further injuries, I'm not sure. I don't think there was.
Marino will come and pick your
Yeah, but apart from that,
I think it'll be exactly the
So
same.
Saka on the right-hand side, Trossard on the left-hand side, Eze in the 10, Rice and Zubimendi in midfield, and then obviously at the back, the wall.
Yeah.
We have the wall back with Gabriel and Saliba in the centre, Timber on the right-hand side, Calafiori on the left, and David Raya in goal. And that news will come out shortly. So,
if that is a team, then obviously Declan Rice, that will be a very interesting battle between him and Xhaka.
Yeah. And on that note, Chris, I want to ask you as well on this Declan Rice situation. How good is Declan Rice?
Very good.
Come on,
I think he's a world-class player. He's up there with some of the best midfielders in the world. But he's got to add titles to his game. You know, if you want to be spoken about in 10, 15, 20 years as one of the best in history, in Premier League history, you need to add titles to it. So he won a Conference League, a European trophy at West Ham. But when he goes and does it for Arsenal, I think those conversations about is he world-class, isn't he world-class, I think they'll end. And people will say he is 100% world class. If he wins the Prem this season, and he's a massive part of that, and we win maybe something else, if he can win the World Cup with England, this guy is already being nominated, you know, quite high up in the Ballon d'Ors. Was he in top 20, 25 this year? If we go on and win a couple of trophies and maybe England do something in the World Cup, he can be way even higher. I'm not going to go too far and say maybe he'll win it, but he'll definitely be in the conversation. And as Arsenal fans, we know how good he is. He's one of our most consistent performers. Him, Jurriën Timber, Gabriel, I think are the three main players for us so far this season. If any of those were to get injured, I think our level drops massively. But yeah, we know how good he is. West Ham fans knew how good he was when they sold him to us. So yeah,
I think he's as good as
always
Caicedo. Where do you think he measures up
better.
against?
No,
Because that is a popular debate, isn't it?
We had this conversation.
Different position. Listen, Declan Rice
Midweek.
plays in a different position essentially for Arsenal than Caicedo.
completely
But for
different.
me personally, and I'm not just saying it as bias because Declan Rice plays for Arsenal, he's a better player, and I'll tell you why. He can do absolutely everything that Caicedo can do, plus more.
But that's just because
Plus set
Caicedo plays
pieces.
in the six
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, but plus set pieces. For me, Declan Rice has got better legs. He's a better athlete. But I think skill-wise, I think he's better. He dominates games and controls games more. And I'll tell you what backs that up is if you look at the amount of shots we've faced on target. Now, players in your defence keep the ball away from your goalkeeper, and your midfield will assist that, and they'll assist your defence. Now, a player like Declan Rice, you saw it against Burnley last week, how he just at the right time knows when to nick the ball off of someone, or when to run with it, or when to turn and pass, or when to stand off of someone, or when to lunge in. He's just got that ability in his game. Don't get me wrong, Caicedo is a top midfielder, and I really don't. I'm not taking that away from him, and I'm not saying. Listen, they're both elite levels, and they are right. They're right up there, and there's not a huge amount. But when you're talking about what also else Declan Rice adds to the game is the set pieces, free kicks, corners. You know, he's got that definitely on Caicedo for me. So
I don't think there's too much in it. I think Caicedo's a very good player. Arsenal wanted Caicedo. You know, we bid for Caicedo. We tried to get him into the club. I think if you ask a Chelsea fan, they'd say obviously Caicedo's the better player. There's not much in it. I think if you put them both in the same position, they're both world-class players.
Yeah, there you go.
But they do different roles, obviously, within the game. But Arsenal, it seems Arsenal always the benchmark. Every midfielder that comes through is like, oh, he's better than Declan Rice. Compare him to Rice. Every winger, compare him to Bukayo Saka. Every right back now, compare him to Timber. But I actually like that. If we're the benchmark, if we have players that are the benchmark, it means we're doing something right.
100%.
It means these
you've got a lot
players
of
are one of the
players
best
doing
in the
well.
world. Exactly, one of the best in the world in their position. So, yeah, look, we've got a lot of quality. We're top of the league right now. Just go and win this game, international break. And then, like you say, a couple of big games when we come back that are also winnable.
Speaking of this game, so obviously we're playing Sunderland, who beat Nottingham Forest. Then they got beaten by Manchester United 2-0. They beat Wolves 2-0. And then they had that game at Stamford Bridge where they beat Chelsea. They nicked it in the last minute, counter-attacking. Chelsea were camped out in their penalty area, and then they just went down the other end and stuck it in the back of the net. And then had that interesting game with Everton, which, if I'm honest with you, Everton were pumping them for quite a bit of the game, and then they got a result. Granit Xhaka pops up, deflected goal. Do those results? Do they go in our favour, Laurie? Coming into this game,
Yeah. No, I just think it's going to be a tough game. I mean, obviously, they're coming off the back of some decent results, so that's going to help their confidence. But a big part of the match today is not only is a Granit Xhaka factor, but it's the fact that we're playing at their place. If this game was taking place at the Emirates, I don't think there'd be quite the same amount of conjecture about the result. The fact that you're playing Sunderland at their place has been a fortress. I'm reliably informed that this season, the Stadium of Light is said to be the loudest ground in the Premier League. It's going to be hostile territory today, so it's yet another challenge for Arsenal to see how they cope with dealing with the pressure of being top of the table. When you're top of the table, you have that target on your back. That's what makes it. It's funny because I was chatting to a guy at the gym today, and he was saying that, and I've spoken to a few people online who they're fans of other clubs who share the same opinion. They're just waiting for us to implode. He said, you lot lose one game, and he goes, I reckon cracks will start to appear and you'll start falling apart.
I've had friends message me today saying that they think today's a few different people being like, today's the day.
That's what I've
heard. I think Arsenal dropped points today. I'm like, are you sure?
Judgment
Are you
day.
sure it could happen?
I said to the guy in the gym, are
team.
you saying that out of hope or expectation?
I think people saying that out of hope, because if there was any player for me that was going to do it, obviously it'd be Granit Xhaka. But look, there's part of me that is aware of that and thinks, but there's also another part of me, if I'm honest, that looks at this and thinks, do you know what? Realistically, this game should just be another formality. The way we're playing football, 2-0, we just go there, we do the business, whether it's in the first half or the second half, we turn on the style, and the rest of the game we just control it and suffocate them. And that's what we do this season.
What the naysayers want is they want us to go out there and to lay an egg. They want Sunderland to beat us or get a draw so that they can say, you went up to a place that's a bit of a cauldron and you couldn't handle the pressure and you buckled, and that's what we thought might happen. They're waiting for us to implode.
We've handled more pressure with respect to Sunderland than we've handled more pressure than Sunderland. We went to Newcastle this season and won. We went to Old Trafford and won. Do you know what I mean? There's been games that we've gone to and won. Champions League, we've gone away to tough places and won as well. Atletico Madrid, we played and won. So we can handle pressure.
I feel like there's something also about what you were saying when you go to stadiums that have incredible atmospheres that might actually play in our favour as well. Getting the players to play to the occasion. And
Sorry, just quickly, I've had the team news come out. Just quickly, I've just seen in the comments that Cecil has popped up. So big up Cecil, Robbie, Lee, and Julian that are all out in Sunderland watching the game. Check them out on fan cams later outside the stadium. So big up to you guys. So the team news is in. David Raya starts in goal with Jurriën Timber starting as right back. Then William Saliba and Gabriel. Calafiori pops in at left back. Then in the centre of the park we have Zubamendi in the 6, Rice in the 8, and Eze in the 10. Then on the right hand side we've got Saka. On the left hand side we've got Trossard. And then down as our number 9, Mikel Merino.
Exactly as you would have expected.
You could have put a bet on and won that today on what the team was going to be. Unless Arteta decided to do something crazy and switch it up, which he doesn't really do anymore. He used to. A lot of the time in recent years, you'd be like, this is the team that must play, and he'd do something crazy, and then do you know what I mean? But I feel like now, we know this squad inside out. We know what team he needs to put out to go and get a result, and I think that's exactly it.
I think it's a good thing that there are no big surprises, because we knew what our best 11 for today would have been, and that's it.
The bench, any news on the bench?
Go on.
So let's go for the bench. So this is
because that might be crucial today.
I think it will be. So with the subs, we've got Kepa on the bench. We've got White, Lewis Skelly, Hincapié, Mosquera, Norgard, Wanyeri, Dalman, and Harriman and Noose.
A lot of youngsters.
There is.
It's not the strongest bench in terms of attacking options.
Well, you look
when
what
you
we're
consider,
missing.
Havertz, Jesus, Madueke, Martinelli,
huge.
all out.
And Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, of course. Yeah, 6 attackers out.
Listen, do you know what? And this is the thing with this Arsenal side is, we played Sparta Prague on Tuesday night.
Slavia Prague.
Sorry, yeah, I keep saying it. Slavia Prague. Thank you, Ella. And we played them essentially with a pretty depleted squad. You look at the 11 and the subs that we had, and we went there and done a number on them, done a job. We soaked it up for the first 20 minutes, and then for the rest of the game, we got the goals where we needed to and got a good result.
That's what I'm saying, Marty. Honestly, this game, like I said, is such a big game. I don't know if you saw Arteta's press conference. They asked them about, I think it was Odegaard, Gyökeres, Martinelli, Madueke, and Havertz. They said, are they all going to be back after the international break? And he said pretty much. He said they're all looking pretty good. They're going to be close. So I said, look, just get through this game. You get through this game, we've got 2 weeks to get those lot fit. And then we're going to have a much deeper squad going into that Spurs game. Obviously then Bayern and then Chelsea away, which is going to be a massive week. But we're going to have players back, so just need to get this job done today. This is a huge game.
So super chat has come in from at SF49ers88, so I take it San Francisco 49ers. A big factor is Xhaka. Don't be ridiculous. We should win this game, baby, at least 3 goals. Xhaka is over his peak, and we have a team full of class players.
Oh, come on. I think Xhaka's coming into the peak of his career right now.
Do you think?
The guy's been in his peak, I think, since his probably last season at Arsenal.
Okay.
Maybe his last 2 years at Arsenal.
He is in his peak.
Yeah, he's
playing his best football.
Went to Leverkusen, invincible.
Yeah.
Couple of great years. And then this season, he's been arguably, if you were to make a team of the season so far in the Premier League, he'd probably be in it.
Yeah.
Maybe a midfield 3 of Rice, Caicedo and Xhaka.
And it's not just Granit Xhaka they got. They got the guy Isidore up top. I think he's got 4 or 5 Premier League goals.
He looks 4 goals.
Sharp, man. Quick as well.
Yeah, he is a good player.
So he'll be a handful. So we can't afford to rest on our laurels. We need. I'm sure they won't.
Rest on our laurels.
There you go.
Hey.
Pardon the pun. One thing about Mikel Arteta, I mean, we know that he's very meticulous. His attention to detail is, we know it's. he's a very meticulous guy, and he would have done his scouting. They will know what they're up against, and I expect them to deal with it. Knowing him, he probably had some kind of loudspeakers on at the train, trying to replicate the atmosphere that we're going to get. But yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see how this game starts, because I think it's interesting because I don't expect Sunderland to attack us.
Yeah.
I think they'll sit deep.
Well, they might try and then realise. I think it must be very difficult analysing Arsenal's game as the opposition team at the moment, because teams would be trying to look at which areas can we exploit? How do we get through? How do we score? Good luck finding an example of that. It's so difficult for the opposition team. So I think
I reckon if a team is going to score against us, and this is why I was saying during the week that I could see Xhaka scoring today. You know why? Because as well as you defend, sometimes the one thing it's difficult to defend against is shooting outside the box, which incidentally is something that we don't do enough of. And I can see a long range shot going in from Xhaka.
Don't say that. It's what Granit Xhaka does.
No, but he specialises in that type of.
Yeah, I know. So, quick super chat, Idris. We are more fluent away against smaller teams. 2-0. Good shout, actually. To be honest, we do. Listen, the 2-0 has popped up so many times. As a prediction, and we'll see. Next one, at Zam_from_nerdtube. New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani is an Arsenal fan. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Did you see the thing that he tweeted?
No, I didn't. What was it?
Right, so when he won the mayoral election of New York, he actually, because he's a big Arsenal fan, that guy's right, he actually tweeted out, and the tweet was an interview that Robbie did with...
I did see that. I saw that tweet.
Yeah, with Tade. Shout out to my boy Tade. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, so there's a little clip of that. And I think he was saying, let me speak. So I don't know quite what the context was of him putting that tweet out, but it was definitely an AFTV tweet.
I saw him do an interview as well, and he mentioned he's a big Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Good stuff.
Congratulations to
The next one is from @CurtisShaw TV. Big up, Curtis. Hope you're doing well. Afternoon, everyone. Laurie has more merch than Ty. Arsenal win today, 2-0. Sunderland, nothing to fear. Blessings to Jamaica. Yep.
Yeah.
Definite blessings go out to
Absolutely.
Jamaica. And also on that note, AFTV and DR Sports combined on Friday have got a watch-along marathon from 12 o'clock midday on Friday all the way through till 12 o'clock that evening. There's going to be all sorts of stuff going on. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. It's going to be fun. It's raising money for a very, very good cause. And there's going to be auctions. There's going to be, so if anyone's got anything to donate as well to be auctioned off in that, please let us know and hit us up.
You know what's been very encouraging about that? I'm seeing on Twitter loads of different countries all over the world, Europe, Asia, America, Britain obviously, Australia, like all getting involved, all supporting the island. So that's great to see.
No,
And
definitely.
of course we're doing our little bit as well. So yeah, that's great.
No, it will be a fantastic day, and definitely the support is.
Trust me, the people in Jamaica appreciate it because I know, because I've spoken to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
So guys, yeah, check that out on Friday. It's going to be brilliant. So next super chat from @FZSSSS. Arsenal are bottle jobs. Today marks the decline.
See, it's what I want us to
That must
think.
be that guy that was at the gym today.
Thank you very much, guys, for getting your super chats in. Keep them coming so we can discuss them. So not that long till kickoff. We've got just over an hour till the big one. And do you know what? The one thing that is I find quite sad about today is this is the last bit of football Premier League action we're going to have until the Tottenham game in 2 weeks' time, because the international break is upon us, and it's always like this abyss of like 2 week period where you just, well, there's no Premier League football, no Champions League. We've had this nice little period, but when football comes back, we've got to run up to Christmas. We've got that like fixture pile up, very congested. December's always rammed with football, which is good, which is going to be great.
I think it'll be a welcome break, though. Like I said, I think since the last international break, we've won every single game. We haven't conceded a goal, and we've got players to come back. That's what I'm saying. Just get through this one, have the 2 weeks to get everyone fit, and then be ready for that Tottenham game.
I think by the time we come
back,
back, I think Jesus and Havertz might be ready.
I think a lot of them.
That's what I mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
he,
think
in his
most.
press conference yesterday, he said Jesus, Havertz, Odegaard, Madueke, and Martinelli could all be fit.
What about your
I think that you
And
mentioned
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, right?
Yeah, I keep forgetting Gyökeres when I say this. But yeah, there could be 5 or 6 attacking players ready. So,
Yeah.
and I'm
He
glad
did
Spurs drew
say
today, by the way.
Zara. I'm gonna mention that.
Say
again.
what?
I'm gonna clout chase again. When I saw Jesus in
Oh,
Zara,
yes. Yeah.
I may have mentioned it the odd time. I may have.
What? I don't know
Did
if
you
you
not
have
know?
mentioned. No, I don't know.
A couple of weeks ago, I was shopping in Zara. Was it a Saturday afternoon? Yeah, I think it was. And who do I bump into? Gabriel Jesus at Zara. So we were in close proximity to each other, so I took the liberty. I was a little bit nervous about asking him. But I said to him, how's it going? How's the injury going? Will you be back soon? And not only did he say he'll be back soon, he said, I'll be back very soon.
Good.
Really.
He actually said that.
He's back in training now, isn't he?
Yeah,
So we saw a video of him
I
came
thought I was seeing a
out.
ghost.
And
Still
no,
at
do
the
you know?
club?
Do you know what the thing with Gabriel Jesus as well? What I actually watched some goals of his the other day, and what a phenomenal play. You forget, because he's been out injured for so long, you actually forget, well, I personally forgot what an amazing player, what a match winner he was. Some of the
incredible
goals
player.
he's scored for Arsenal, some of the hat tricks, and he was essentially part of that sort of revolution where he came with Zinchenko and changed us. And up front, he was a very dangerous player, and also a very versatile player that can play across the front three, get you goals, win you games, and do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Christian.
No, that pre-World Cup Gabriel Jesus was a special player. And I think it's only really Arsenal fans that know it, because he didn't last that long. All right, when he first came in from City, he changed us, like you say.
Yeah.
Completely revolutionised the team, brought that winning mentality. The way
And
he'd
as well
hold
as
up
the
the ball, the way
mentality,
he'd beat
he's
a
a
man.
different type of player, isn't he? To
Incredible,
Gyökeres.
absolutely incredible. If we can get 70 to 80% of that version of Jesus back after this international break, he could help us win the title this season.
For
I
sure.
don't know if we will. Obviously, he's had 2 ACLs,
I just think they're going to
knee
try and
injury
sell
after
him
knee
in
injury.
the summer. I mean, in
Yeah,
January.
but I
I'm
think,
sorry.
I don't think you'll go in Jan.
I think you might.
Just based on
think-
what
I
he's
don't think
saying,
he
like
will.
even when you saw him, he said he's going to be back, he's playing. I think he's actually excited to play, and I think we could do with him.
Yeah, I
Another
agree.
option
Yeah,
on the left,
yeah.
maybe in the cup competition.
I
and
wouldn't
if
be
he gets back to anywhere
surprised.
near his best, he can play a part.
There is something about.
I don't think they'll let him go in January because we've
they
seen
won't.
with the injury situation, we have been a little bit depleted.
I'm not sure anyone
Unless-
will really buy him in January either because he hasn't played football in so long.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Come back 6 months at Arsenal, prove that you're still a player, and then you can maybe get a decent move.
Yeah, his contract's up in the summer, isn't it?
I think he might have a year after
No,
that.
so I think
it?
it's 2027.
I'm not 100%.
How old is
I
he?
believe it's
How old is he?
2027.
Still young, isn't he?
It's 28, I think.
Maybe a look.
28,
So he
but
should
there's
really be
something-
coming into
there
his
is definitely
prime.
something about meeting Arsenal players, ex-Arsenal players,
28.
current Arsenal players. I met Eze the other week. What a
really?
lovely, yeah. What a lovely guy he was. Just a really good vibe, really good aura about him, and it was lovely. It was like a, like sort of a pinch me moment when you just meet him. It was great.
No, Jesus was really cool. I mean, he's doing a bit of shopping. I was surprised that I saw him in Zara, actually. Normally, young footballers, they're probably hanging out in Gucci and all those sort of higher end
I
stuff.
saw him
Zara's
in Zara.
nice.
Yeah, huh?
Well, I bumped into him in Zara.
It's where everyone-
Laura's always hanging out in Zara.
You know the Zara I see. Was that in Brent Cross
Yeah, it
or in
was.
Westfield?
Brent Cross.
That was in Brent Cross. Yeah, that's where
Oh,
I
I love
saw.
that one.
Yeah, you see. Yeah.
Is this where we're all hanging out? Yeah, doing our shopping in
Apparently it
Zara,
is.
yeah?
Also, check out, if you want to see the picture of Marty and Eze, check out Marty's Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Picture
good
went a little bit
picture.
viral, didn't it, on there?
Yeah, I mean, look, from my Instagram standards, I mean, I'm not like huge, not like you, mate. I mean, Jesus, bloody hell, he's got millions of followers. But yeah, no, it did. To be honest, it was. I was quite surprised. It was lovely. So I have those memories of when you meet ex-players and stuff like that. It's always special. But yeah, definitely, it was good. So. Quick super chat in from @MixKicks. Spurs were painfully bad. Loving the shirt, Ella. It's a good shirt. The old retro
shirt.
number.
It's nice, isn't
I'm
it?
so glad they drew.
Spurs
I
are
don't know if you
always.
lot
Yeah,
watched
I
that
was
game.
watching that game. They were pretty abysmal,
They were awful.
per usual at home, really, for their. I don't know what's going on with Spurs at home. The second half, they started clicking a little bit more, but watching that first half, they were absolutely miles off it.
Shocking. They had
Miles off
nothing
it.
going forward. I think United took off Casemiro at one point, lost a bit of control in the middle. Spurs came a bit more into it, but I still don't think they deserve to win the game. That's why I'm glad they drew
No, I
last
don't think
minute.
they did.
Apparently,
Again,
it
United,
was a last-minute goal.
It was,
Yeah,
two,
Delict
it
from
was
a corner.
two goals in like the last 5-6 minutes.
Richarlison
in
went
added
crazy,
time.
took his shirt off, celebrated. It looked like he was going to cry, like he just won the World Cup.
Do you remember when he did that against Liverpool and then
Yeah, the
they
3-3.
and then they scored? Was it
Yeah,
the
is it-
equaliser or the winner? The winner.
Yeah, I think Jota scored the winner.
Yeah.
Didn't he,
Why
in
does
that
he
game?
keep doing that? Every time he does it, then they concede.
He hasn't got the
straight
mentality
after.
for it. You know, when a goal means that much, it's like, I feel like it affects your performance on the pitch. When you're that desperate to score and you've got that much built up, like, just be cool about it. You score a winner, obviously, celebrate. Take your top off and cry.
We took some criticism, didn't we, when we got the equaliser?
Yeah, and I
against
think
Man City.
we've
Remember
what
the
Martinelli
earlier-
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not taking his top off and crying. Like,
No.
Like even when
It's different.
Paulina scored, what was it, the equaliser
Yeah,
against
took his top
Wolves,
off.
he like literally ran around the pitch like with his top off. I'm like, mate, you're drawing 1-1 with Wolves at home. Come on.
It's crazy. But
Behave
again,
yourself.
Even in terms of us, like I'm glad they didn't win going into the international break. Do you know what I mean, the momentum to concede that last minute goal actually could play a part for the game against us.
So just quickly, guys. So starting lineup: Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubimendi, Rice and Eze in the midfield, Saka, Trossard, and Marino. Just a
What
couple
about
of
the
quick.
Sunderland team?
Sorry, go on.
The Sunderland team.
Yeah, we'll read that out in a second. Yeah, no problems, Laurie. Quick super chats. Idris, I can't believe we are considering selling Jesus. His skill in the box is unmatched in our squad. We need that against low blocks. Use him sparingly.
a
Now,
good point.
will
That's a
Jesus
good point.
come to save Christmas? That is the question.
I'd love so. I'd hope so.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
I don't think we need a saviour right now. But like I said, I think he can play a part.
Yeah. No,
He's
definitely.
we get
definitely
like a-
technical enough.
70 to 80% version of what we know from him.
I think he can be an important player, and like I said, it's definitely another option. But it poses the question: when everyone's fully fit, how do you fit everyone into the match day squad?
That's the manager. That's his problem. That's why he gets paid all that money.
Yeah, all
They
the
just
big
want to see him all
bucks.
back.
But the thing is the way we play football, the reason why we have so many injuries is because we play with such intensity. You're going to get injuries, so the chance of having a fully fit squad all the time are quite slim. Quick.
I'll be honest with you, mate. Nobody wants to hear that about injuries. That will not.
Nah, but it's
I just
it's
hope
true,
that
mate.
if we,
It's irrelevant. We've still got a strong enough
yeah,
team
we
that we should.
do. I mean, we've been saying on this show and on several other forums that the one thing about the squad this season is that we've got squad depth. So we cannot allow ourselves to start making excuses if things don't
No,
go right.
I get that.
Do you know
I mean,
why-
we're in a fortunate. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
We're in a fortunate situation whereby Gyökeres is out, but Marino. It's a seamless transition in terms of him going in, and he can score. He scored 2 the other day.
You could argue
Some might say his finishing is on a par, if not higher than Gyökeres at the
Yeah.
moment.
You could argue that this 11 is maybe one player away from our strongest, maybe two. I think there's two arguments.
maybe
Obviously,
two.
Gyökeres up front,
Yep.
and then Eze for Odegaard is maybe an argument. But apart from that, this is all our starting 11.
So really interesting there. Marino in the number 9 position has scored 6 goals in 12 games, which is 1 in 2, which is a better return than Gyökeres.
It's a clinical finisher.
Which is mad.
Very good player.
Christian said something, and obviously I've got great respect for Christian, and normally I agree with pretty much everything he says. But you did catch my attention when I think you said, I hope I'm not quoting you incorrectly, you said that he's not the most technical player. I would argue that he is very technical. I think what I've noticed about Marino is that his athleticism maybe not at the level of some of the other guys in the team. I don't think he's particularly athletic, but what he does have is 2 things: technical ability and this. He reads the game very well, the positions he picks up. His finishing, man, seriously, some of the goals he scores
Yeah.
are really good finishes. So I've got no problem with him.
No, good shout. So
leading the
just
line.
before I butcher the names of all the Sunderland team, just a couple of super chats. So at Mogo Motismore
Definitely butchered that.
6569. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did
Definitely
butcher that. Thank you
butchered
for the super chat. Other clothing stores are available. Ty. But talking referring to the Zara thing. So at Goon for Life _Wayne, we need a big game from Saka today.
I was just gonna say that. I was literally just gonna make that point because
Really?
I don't know. Just because you
Got man of the match a couple of weeks
apparently
ago.
how he was ill and then he was slightly off. Maybe it was the last 2 games, Champions League, and maybe 1 in the league, where I just think he genuinely wasn't himself. And I think that listen, he's not a robot. He is a human being. If he has an illness, he might be slightly off it the next week or something. But I just hope he's back to feeling his best. And
Yeah, I mean, obviously that is correct, but I think we've got enough players in the team that if one of the forward line is not quite at its best, the others should be able to pick up the slack.
I agree. If Saka had a bad day a couple of years ago, we wouldn't win a game. We
Yeah,
wouldn't score
exactly.
a goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were so reliant on him. Now,
nowadays.
I agree. I don't think he's been at his best in the recent weeks. I'm not worried about him.
No,
You know,
I'm
he
not
could
worried.
turn up today and score 1 or 2, have a man of the match performance 100%. But like we say, we've got a squad now built to not rely on one man.
And Saka is one of those players that he can be having not such a good game and still pop up with quality.
that is
moments.
absolutely true.
100%.
Yeah, so.
So the Sunderland team to face Arsenal. We have Roofs in goal, followed by Hume, Mukalele, Ballard.
Former Arsenal player.
Yeah, he is indeed. Truda, Ronaldo, Xhaka, our old boy.
I'm glad you got that one right.
Of course I did. Siddiqui, Traore, Lefay, and Isidore.
It's hard to get Jack right.
Nicely done.
Say ex-hacker.
Ex-hacker.
It's crazy that he's come in. He's their captain already, isn't it?
On the
As it should
club
be.
2 minutes.
on
As
the
it should
bench,
be.
they have Patterson, Neil, O'Neill, Talby, Rig, Brobby, Mayenda, Adingra, Masuku.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, when you read out those names, then it becomes palpable. The no disrespect to any Sunderland fans watching, but there's a big disparity in levels, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
The names that you read out there's only a few of them that I recognise, and I watch football every week.
Which doesn't mean they still couldn't come on and play well. We just don't really know who they are.
Yeah, obviously. But what I'm saying is, compared to the names you read out in the Arsenal squad,
yeah.
there's a big
One
difference.
of the platforms I'm a part of, you can see the opposition's predictions for this game. Their average prediction is 2-0 to Arsenal.
Is
I
it?
mean, which shows you that they know what's going on. This is Arsenal coming to town. We're top of the league. We should be winning this game. If we take our foot off the gas, though, we won't.
Yeah. Well,
We
I
need
was
to
just
be
about to come to
clinical.
that. I
We need
mean,
to be on
we
it.
talked about the names and the quality we've got, but what is that saying? That hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough. So,
We saw exactly that against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
They were on it that day. Chelsea were at 60-70%. They lost.
But I don't think this manager will, given where we are at the moment, I look at Arsenal at the moment and they look very focused. And that was part of the conversation I was having with the guy at the gym today. I said, look, you saying that, I could understand it in previous seasons, but if you look at how we're playing and the mentality of the squad this season, I think you'll find is very different.
It feels very tunnel vision this season,
does.
even from like Mikel Arteta's. I just think he's so locked in, and I just think there's no foot off the gas. It's less drive forward, let's do this.
Absolutely, and these guys will keep going right till the end. I mean, you saw that against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Right.
You
till
have
the
to
very
do that
end.
sometimes
Yeah.
in the Premier League.
And so if they have to dig deep today, I've got no problem with that. I'm
But it's
sure
not even going right till the end in terms of getting a winner. It's going right to how many games we won by a 1-goal margin, 1-0s. Do you know what I mean? It's just right till the end in terms of
Defence.
switched on defensively.
Yeah.
Manchester United first game of the season was a
Yeah.
prime example of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bodies on the line if we have to. Obviously teams aren't having that many shots. We're not doing that much defending, but when we need to, always switched on. David Raya, if he has to make 1 or 2 saves in a game, I think it was the Olympiacos game, Champions League. Now, if that's a different goalkeeper in goal, we could see 2 or 3 goals that day. He makes 2 or 3 incredible saves. You go on, win the game 2-0. It looks comfortable on paper, but we just got players that are just built for moments and just stay switched on for the
I
full
mean,
90,
that 8
95
clean
minutes.
sheets is not consecutive clean sheets. That is not a coincidence.
No.
No, of course
For
it's
real.
not. And when you consider the lack of shots we've faced as well, that's because we suffocate teams when we control games. You know, we shut them out. So a quick super chat here from @ScottLinen hyphen BG1YY. Is Marty related to Calla Sauerland? Unfortunately, I'm not.
I don't know who that is.
It's a boxing promoter on a par really with Eddie Hearn sort of.
Oh, okay,
Laurie
okay,
knows.
okay.
He's like the German version of it.
Okay.
But he's got a bit of a dubious character. Isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Okay. What is
Callie.
that? Is that all? We're...
No, I'm not suggesting that guy's saying that about you. I don't think you look
This is
like Callie Sauerland anyway.
appearance-based comment, or
Yeah, mate. This is. Please let me know. Is this an appearance-based comment or is this a
I wouldn't have thought so.
personality-based comment or?
I do know that Callie Sauerland's known for enjoying himself, sort of recreational. Let's just leave it like that.
This guy.
Okay. That's it. That's kind of. Is that the
wait,
case?
hold on a
Yeah?
minute.
He's got a
that
bit
the
of a,
case?
he's got a bit of a final boss to him. I think that's what they mean, isn't it?
I
Is
just
that
can't
what it
get
is?
it, to be
The
honest.
slick back hair,
It's not the worst shout ever.
it's not a million miles away.
Right, someone
He
in
has
the-
got quite a, how can I put it, quite an ostentatious personality, but he's known, honestly, in the boxing circles, he's known for somebody that enjoys a good night out.
Oh, okay. Is
Fair
that,
enough.
so
Leave it
is
like that.
that what he's thinking?
I'm not sure.
They know that you enjoy a good night out as well, Mike.
Do I?
Apparently.
Mate, listen. No, last night out was Cecil's birthday. I was out the door at 11:30.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I actually can
Yeah,
testify that is
and
true.
you can both
That is
confirm
true.
that. Actually, that is true. You do look a bit like him. Someone's just put in the chat, and apparently someone else I noticed thought I was wearing a wig as well. And this comes up weekly that I'm wearing a wig. No, this is actually my real hair. It's not a wig, but thank you very much for the compliment anyway. So I'll take that all day long. So before we get out of here, ready for the watch along, which is going to be on in about 35 minutes. I want to have some score predictions from you guys. Okay, Christian, I'm going to come to you first.
2-0 Arsenal. Not going to be easy, but like I said, we should hopefully have enough to get the job done.
Yeah. So, Laurie.
I predicted 3-1. I've just got this strange premonition. I've been having it for a few days now of Granit Xhaka rifling in a 25-yard shot from outside the box and it going in the top corner. And I can't seem to get that out of my head as much as I try. But that being said, though, even if Sunderland do score, I still think when it comes to quality, we do have, like I said, there's a disparity in levels. And I expect that to show today. So I'm going 3-1 Arsenal.
It's good. It's a good prediction.
Ella? Call you Laurie.
Yes, Laurie part 2. I said 1-0 on Wednesday, and I'm kind of tempted to stick with it, although it could end up being more than that. But I'm going to stick with 1 because I think they're a good side. And to be honest, I sound like a broken record on AFTV at the moment, but I just don't really care how it happens. Like, if we win 1-0, we win 1-0. If we win 2-0, we win 2-0. But as long as we win, that's all that matters.
Sorry, it was just a comment that said Marty reminds me of David Seaman that just completely threw me then.
I kind of understand.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
What is that? Do you know what? When I was a lad, right?
Safe hands.
David Seaman was my idol. But still is really. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers ever to.
He's a lovely guy as well. I met David Seaman.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Really, really nice guy.
Do you know, he's someone I've always wanted to meet actually, but
he's a
he
great
was
guy.
definitely my idol when I was as a kid. But so I'll take that all day long. But so just quickly go through the team once again. We've got David Raya in goal, Jurien Timber at right back, Saliba and Gabriel with the defensive partnership, Calafiori at left back, Rice and Zubamendi and Eze in the midfield, Saka on the right hand side, Marino our number 9, and Trossard on the left hand side. Looking forward to it. Going to be a big game. Any last thoughts before we close?
Please win.
Laurie?
I think they will win. Like I said, listen, I agree with what Christian says. They're not going to make it easy for us. The crowd will be their 12th man. But ultimately, and I say this a lot, if we are who we think we are, who we're supposed to be, we should be going there and winning. It's as simple as that.
Facts.
So I expect them to win. I'm expecting it to be a challenge, but it's a challenge that we should be able to overcome.
Cool. Definitely. Christian?
Exactly the same. Just get the 3 points, get the job done.
Let's get the job done.
A nice break.
There you go, international break. But before that, so guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for getting your comments, your super chats in. Please check out the AFTV app. Please check out all the other content and also the watch along that will be coming up shortly. And then obviously after the game, all the fan cams as per usual and all the other amazing AFTV content. So thank you very much, Christian, Ella, Laurie, an absolute pleasure.
We'll be back.
We will be back. We will see you soon. I've been Marty. This has been AFTV, signing out.